Hey everyone, it's John. Welcome to another episode of Rachunku Eigo, the channel where I talk about lots of different topics in natural, clear English. So if you are an intermediate level learner trying to improve your listening, this might be a good channel for you. このチャンネルはいろんなトピックを優しい自然な英語で話します。中級者にとってはいいリスニングだと思います。Let's go! So today's topic is stress. So this video is going to get broken down into causes of stress and ways of dealing with stress. So firstly, causes. Please let me know in the comments what causes you the most stress in your life, whether it's something small that might seem silly or whether, it's a big real life thing that can't be helped. Me personally, I do try, obviously, like everyone, I try not to let little things stress me out, but also, like most people, those things can stress me out anyway. When the cause of the stress is other people, whether it's people I work with, people that I have to interact with quite often, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I try to remind myself that not everyone's perfect, and maybe even though somebody has done something to annoy me, to stress me out, I try to keep in mind that that's probably not what they're trying to do. They probably in their own minds are doing their best just as everyone else is, and yeah, I try to be a little more forgiving than I used to be with some people, because it's better for everyone, including especially myself. What does stress me out though are computer things, devices, phones, things that do not do what they are supposed to do, because unlike people, devices should work. They were built for a reason. I have bought this thing, it should do what it says it should do, and it doesn't. That I find myself getting really angry at applications, little electronic things around the house just because they don't work. That really, I find myself getting stressed about little things like that so quickly. And of course it sounds silly, but I find myself in that mindset quite a lot. So obviously it's something that I need to work on. Is that the same for you? I think it's good that I'm aware of when I get stressed over little stupid things like that. Hopefully that's the first step in recognizing, okay, this is something I'm stressed about that I maybe don't need to be. Let's try to take 5 minutes away from this phone, this computer, whatever it is, and come back with a fresh mind. I also get stressed by things that I can't control, things that I'm sure you can't control as well. I don't want to talk about coronavirus, but in an episode about stress, I think I kind of have to. Coronavirus, for me, has not affected my life in a huge way, very fortunately. It has affected so many others a lot worse, but not being able to see my family, not knowing when I'll be able to travel back to England, there is kind of a layer of stress, kind of, how to describe it, kind of in the back of my head. Like, it's not an everyday, I'm so frustrated, but it's kind of back there somewhere, and it's this baseline of stress that has gone on for so long now, and I know that's affecting everyone. So how do we deal with stress? Everybody hopefully has found something in their lives that they can do to help get rid of their stress. As an English person, mine is a cup of tea. I love that sound. Any ASMR fans out there? Play that back. Reset. The mug, by the way, Mini-chan. Give a like for Mini-chan. Perfect temperature. It would be great if you found that your best way of getting rid of stress is listening to English videos on YouTube. I'll try and make this video as non-stressful as I can for you. Miri, miri, miri. What am I doing? Now, of course, again, coronavirus, there are a lot of ways people like to get rid of stress. Karaoke, going to restaurants, going out drinking, going out with friends. That can't happen right now, and that's really unhealthy for everyone, that we don't have as many ways of releasing our stress as we used to be able to. And I'm sure this is going to have a lot of consequences in the future. I know someone who goes boxing as a way of getting rid of stress. I think physical exercise is quite a common way. I think doing something with your body, getting rid of that energy. I think there's a strong connection between the body and the mind. And if you can find something that you enjoy that gets all of that stress out of your body, I think it's going to help the mind as well. I think that's very common. A lot of people also clean. I wish I was someone who cleaned as a way of getting rid of my stress. That's not really the case for me, but I can understand the need to move around, and great way. After you've de-stressed, you have a clean house. Win-win. Some go the other way. Some like to meditate as a way of clearing their head. I have done some meditation in the past, but I'm not someone who meditates regularly, at least not right now. But I can definitely understand, I can definitely see the benefits of that. Me personally, what I like to do the most to get rid of stress is to go for a walk. That's it. I will put in some headphones, maybe I'll listen to a podcast or some music, and I will just walk in any direction. I'll set my sports watch, maybe see how far I've done, kind of makes me feel better, like I've done something. If I've had a stressful day at work, one of my favourite things to do is to just walk part of my commute home, maybe a 30-minute walk that I can, integrate into my evening, and I always feel like the stress of the day has kind of been taken off of me by the time I get home, so I feel like I'm not bringing that stress into the house. Then of course there are the I don't want to say bad, the less productive ways of getting rid of your stress, whether it's eating the unhealthy types of foods, smoking, drinking, things we've all done. I don't want to say bad because I think people will, they'll get in a cycle of, feeling stressed, finding ways of dealing with that stress that are not always, productive, not always the best ways. Then afterwards feeling guilty about it, guilt makes more stress, and, it becomes a vicious cycle. And I hope people will just kind of go easy on themselves and, say, hey, you had a stressful day, it's done, it's over, start fresh tomorrow. Try not to feel guilty about those things. I also wondered the best way to help others who are feeling stressed. Maybe your loved one, family, friends, they're telling you that they're feeling stressed, and there's often not really a clear way to help them. Obviously this depends on the friend and the reason for why they're stressed. Maybe just letting them vent to you and letting it all out, and you listening is sometimes the only thing you can do. So I hope this video wasn't too stressful for you. Hopefully it was a nice way of winding down and being productive at the same time. If you like this video, please give it a like, it really helps me out. And also please comment down below, let me know what you think. And I will see you next time. Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye. Please subscribe.